Hello everyone and welcome back. Welcome to another crafty decor adventure. Olivia here with Olivias Romantic.com, and in today's video I'm going to share with you guys some DIY Dollar Tree decor crafts. So this is episode 3 in my huge I Love Spring series. I love to share with you guys how you can make your homes boutique gorgeous on a budget. And hey, listen, don't forget to enter my $100 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaway. All you guys have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel and leave a kind comment down below. Hey, also I hope you guys are staying dry and warm. This is actually day 3 of us being iced in. I know I mentioned in the previous video that we might lose power, and thankfully we did not, so I'm able to bring you guys another video today. I hope you guys are feeling inspired and cozy and warm and enjoy this fun crafting video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. For this first Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you guys how to make a super adorable little elevated planter. Now I'm using these little crates, and the crates actually came from Target Dollar Spot. They were $5 for the pack, and then I'm just using these little pieces of wood block that were extra wood pieces cut from my patio from last season. I'm taking my hot glue gun. You guys could also use wood glue, but the hot glue is pretty quick and it holds pretty well. And I'm just going to hot glue little legs on these elevated planters. Now, I think these elevated planters are so fun, and they're so much more expensive if you buy them at your home decor stores. So grab some crates and some little wood blocks and get to work. Okay, now I'm just going to use a paintbrush, and I'm going to chalk paint some white chalk paint on these. My idea for this season of decor is going to be to start moving into some really fresh, clean kind of French country feel with a lot of my decor. But remember, you all can change this up to match your decor. You can stain it, you can paint it black, whatever colors you love. Now I'm taking this well-loved and well-used piece of Dollar Tree styrofoam, and I'm just going to pop that into the base of the planter, and then using some of these Dollar Tree little greenery plants, I'm just going to mix in some greenery and some fun lilac and lavender. Again, kind of giving it that fresh spring garden feel. And just remember, you guys can use whatever florals you have. These are just kind of some florals that I had on hand in my craft stash. Always check your craft stash first. If you guys are like me, you always think, gosh, I have nothing to craft with. And trust me, if you're a crafter, you have stuff to craft with. I know I do. And so if I dig around first before I go out and buy a bunch of stuff, I can really repurpose and reuse things from last season, which is what you guys are probably going to notice if you've been around here for a while, that I do a lot of repurposing and reusing. I feel like you can really have a boutique gorgeous home on a budget. Now I wanted this to kind of look like, you know, those really expensive planters that you see with like a bunch of greenery and then pretty colorful plants that you see at the garden store. I kind of wanted to give it that vibe, and then I'm just using some Dollar Tree moss to kind of tuck in and around the base so you don't see that icky styrofoam. We don't want to see that. And so then boom, we have a couple of fun little planters. Now Dollar Tree is going to carry these similar style crates. They're just a little bit smaller, but you could also use Jenga blocks for your legs on this. And I think I shared with you guys a DIY similar to this last year, but this is on a little bit of a bigger scale. So here is how it looks popped into my new living room mirror. And this cute little honey bunny, this bunny came from Tuesday morning, and she is so adorable. She actually lights up. I need to pop off her little bottom and put some batteries in there so she'll light up and be all cozy and glowy at night. I'm just starting to really bring in some of my Easter decor into my living room. You guys comment down below and let me know if you have started sneaking Easter decor into your living room as well. I'm kind of done with Valentine's Day. That's been all put up, and I am ready for some spring dreaming. This is day 3 of the snow that we had. We actually were able to get out today though, thankfully. So I hope you guys are staying cozy and warm no matter where you're at, and I hope you're inspired to create some fun spring decor. Now for this next dollar store DIY, I want to share with you guys how to create a super adorable little bird's nest. Okay, so I have shared with you guys so many different ways to create bird's nest. This is going to be created out of a little salsa container, but you can also use tin cans like a chicken of the sea can, or just really any little container that's about the size of a bird's nest. And so whatever size you use with your container is going to be the size of your bird's nest. Now I'm just using this pretty little ribbon to go in and around the edge of the container. You could also paint it or leave it as is I only had a certain amount of a little grass, so I really didn't want the container to show through. So you could use ribbon, you could use scrap fabric to cover your container, but it is a good idea to paint or cover your container if you don't have a whole super ton of sticks and moss. Now, usually I do go out and collect fresh sticks for my DIY faux home bird's nest, but it was pretty chilly today. I'm telling you, taking Benji Bear out for a walk, I think our high today was maybe 18 degrees, so taking him out for a walk was about all I could handle. Picking up sticks was just not on the list for me today, so I'm just using this little grass, and this is from Dollar Tree. You guys can find so many different little grassy ideas in their crafting section, and also go to your regular craft stores, and even Walmart will carry like some little Easter grass or whatnot. And so just, grab some grass, some twigs, whatever you guys have on hand, and get to work. I'm gently hot gluing it, and I say gently because you don't want to burn your fingertips, although I do have neuropathy in my hands, so it kind of makes it, a little bit easier to do. I don't feel the heat from the glue as much. Now, it's not so bad that I would actually be burning my hands, but I will tell you my hands are pretty desensitized, also probably due to the amount of crafting I do. Now I'm adding a little bit of Celsior moss to the top of this, and again, just adding the glue, kind of giving it a second, and then barely gently pressing it down onto there. I know that when our birds make nests here, they use all different kinds of goodies from the yard, so I really feel like you can mix stuff in. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now, Dollar Tree is also carrying these little bags of moss, and they have like little mixed, just greenery and pine cones and just little mossy goodies in there. So I thought that to make it look a little bit more realistic, I would add that to the center and then add a little bit more of the kind of strawy moss to that. I also love the Dollar Tree speckled eggs. I think those are super fun. So hey, pop those into your little faux DIY bird's nest, and bam, you guys don't have to buy these at the store. You can create them for just a couple of dollars in whatever recycled container you have on hand. Add them in to your Easter decor. And I will tell you, the fireplace that you guys see back there is completely fake. So don't be worried. I do have some little greenery in front of that. I do plan to move that up on top of my mantle, but I just did this display for this video. So anyway, I didn't want you guys to think that that was a real fireplace. It is fake. But anyway, here is how my little bird's nest looks popped in it to my little Easter decor, which again is going to be moved up soon. And there's Benji Bear. He cannot resist getting it on Mom's video. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with y'all how to make a cozy little Easter cross using just a Dollar Tree cross. I found this at my Dollar Tree last year. They should be putting them out this year if they don't already have them in your stores. And then I'm just going to use some of this soft yarn. Dollar Tree is also carrying yarn. I found mine in my crafting section. So just add some hot glue to the base of your cross and begin to just wrap it around your cross. And you can get like a pretty good bit of wrapping done, and then you might want to add a little bit more hot glue just so the yarn doesn't slide around. And you might want to pop on some fun praise and worship music, or maybe even a great little show. And then that's just going to give you guys something to do while you wrap, because there's a lot of wrapping to do here. But once you get through it, it's a little bit tedious, but once you get through it, a podcast is fun as well. Then once you get through that, you guys are going to have a really cozy little sweet Easter cross. You could even have your kiddos help you if they can, wrap carefully. And each time you wrap on that little space of yarn, you just want to wrap directly next to it. The ends are a little bit tricky because you do kind of have to hot glue those ends pretty closely, but you can just wrap some extra little yarn around that. And so the way that I did the center part, which is a little bit tricky, I do find, I just start with one of the arms and I move it into the center, and then I'll cross it over, and then I just kind of have to go back and forth with the remaining bit of yarn. So you can see here, I crossed it over and then I just kind of went back and forth. And again, this was the part that kind of did burn my fingertips. Hey, but you guys can get some little thumb or fingertip covers, or you can use a spatula, which is really great as well. The hot glue does not stick to like a little cooking spatula. So that's a fun idea. Now I love Totally Dazzled Bling, and this is a Totally Dazzled Bling jewel. I love Natalie. She is such a sweet, sweet, sweetheart. She is the owner of Totally Dazzled, and I'll leave you guys a link in the description box of this video, but go check her out. She has really nice, inexpensive jewels. I used to have an Etsy shop and I would make really fancy Victorian home decor for some high-end clients, and so I like to use a lot of jewels, and let me tell you, they were expensive, and Natalie's are so inexpensive if you like to craft and decorate. And these also actually come on a brooch, so there's already a pin fastened to it. So depending on what kind of crafting you're doing, you can leave the pin, or a lot of times too, I'll just take it off. So here's how it looks. My sweet little Easter cross. I think it's just a sweet little sentiment. Now this is just to show for the video. This is going to be moved up on top of my mantle, and again, those are fake fire logs right there. There's no fire there. So anyway, you guys, I just thought you guys would enjoy this, and it's a fun idea for a fun little Easter cross on a budget. You guys could also add a little bow to your cross if you wanted. Now for this next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm taking one of the Dollar Tree birdhouses, and these are going to be in the Crafters Square section at your local Dollar Tree, and they come with just a raw wood. And a couple of days ago I painted this white, so I just chalk painted it white. I believe it was one color, one coat. And so now I'm just going to take some of this little apple barrel craft paint. I got this at Walmart, and I'm just going to add a green roof. And I apologize if you guys can hear Benji Bear in the backyard barking. His girlfriend Shushu is back there, and so he is really causing quite a commotion. But anyway, I'm just going to paint the little top part of my birdhouse green. Now you guys can do any color you want. I think it would even be really cute to make a Mackenzie Childs inspired birdhouse with like maybe some little checks or stripes or just something like that. I thought that would be really cute. And so again, I'm just adding some little green tips also to the base of this, but really get creative. Let me tell you, I think that this would be such a fun and amazing little craft to do with your kiddos or your grandkids. And just get creative, you guys. Pour some paint and have fun with it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, the next idea I had was to take this piece of scrap wood and then just paint it green and then add that to the base so it kind of looks like it's standing up, like on a little stand, like a little birdhouse would look. And my idea is to even add like a little plate around it and add in some fun little moss and some eggs and some goodies like that. So here's my little plastic plate I hot glued my birdhouse onto, and then I'm adding in just some little leaves here, and then I decided to add in some of this decorative moss in and around the base to kind of make it feel, I guess, like it's like a little fairy garden birdhouse out in the woods. Might as well. Don't we all need a good fairy garden birdhouse out in the woods? In fact, that would be kind of something fun to have, like an oversized birdhouse. Maybe I'll do something like that this year. And so now I'm just going to add some little eggs in and around the base of my little fairy garden birdhouse. And there it is, nestled with my sweet little bunny. And there's Benji Bear scooting around in the background. He is such a little stinker, you guys. Every time I get into crafting and decorating, he always has to be right next to me, but he wants to say hi to you guys. And then there's that sweet little bunny. That sweet little bunny came from Tuesday morning. I love how she has her beautiful little crown on. So fun and fabulous on a budget. For this next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to take this Dollar Tree family sign and I'm just going to chalk paint it white. I love this sign, and my sweet friend Stacy sent me this one and then a gather sign, which I'm probably going to save until next season, until the fall time. But I'm just going to take some white chalk paint and I'm going to chalk paint the family part, the little lettering on the front, and then also in and around the sides. Family is such my heart, and I do think it was really cute as is. But I'm going to be doing kind of more of like a French country, like really washed out look with my home decor for some of my Easter goodies. I like to do like a lot of pastels and whatnot, but you guys could always paint this to suit your home decor. But here's how it turned out. I think it's so cute. I think it's perfect for Easter. It goes perfectly with my Easter decor right here. So as always, you guys, I ask that you comment down below and let me know what your favorite DIY is in this video and which one will you be recreating. I know Benji Bear had a big hand in all of these DIYs today. he was the creative director, and I can tell you what, he was the best ever. So here he's got these little balls. He gets a bark box every month that I signed him up for. I just thought he would love that. So they send him toys for small animals. So here's his little toy box right here, and he was fussing at me. He really wanted me to get his toy box down. I had moved it out of the way just kind of to make the video look more decor-y. He's looking for his ball. Look at him push all those toys out of the way to find his special yellow ball. So shout out to Benchy Bear and all the puppies who love him that watch my videos. We love y'all, and we're so thankful and blessed to have you here. So thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafty decor adventure. It is a true blessing and honor to have you all here. If you all are new, welcome. I'm Olivia with Olivias Romantic Home, and I just love to share with you guys how you can make your homes boutique gorgeous on a budget. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, punch the bell, and click all. That's going to update you every single time I post a new video, and subscribing is totally free. It's also going to enter you guys into my $100 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaway. Hey, also don't forget to pop over to my Olivias Romantic Home Facebook page. I have a free group page you all can request to join and post photos of your home decor and DIY projects. I love to see what you guys are up to, and I just want to compliment everybody that's brave enough to post photos of their home decor and DIY projects. I know sometimes that can be the first step to just putting yourself out there, and thank you for everybody that's in that group that comments kindly and that uplifts one another. You know, no matter where you're at in your crafting and decorating journey, just embrace yourself in that space, and also give yourself grace, because everybody's at a different step. You know, some things you're going to see are like amazingly perfect, and other things, kind of like me, have some little love and TLC that needs to be done, or that has been felt and shown in those Dollar Tree crafts and DIY projects. So thank you guys again for being here. Keep putting one foot in front of the other, no matter where you're at. You guys have got this. Remember, every day that we wake up and we can pop our eyes open, hey, it's another new day that God has given us, and life is a precious, precious gift. So don't waste that beautiful gift. Try to stay kind and positive, and just use your voice for good. So by using your voice for good, you guys can always leave a kind comment down below in this video, in other people's videos, in your Facebook post, with a friend, sending out a kind note. And remember, when you push kindness out, you're going to get some kindness back. And if you see something you don't like, you don't have to comment. You can keep on going. Don't let yourself get filled with any kind of toxicity or negativity. It's not worth it. So keep loving on your family, keep loving on your home and your friends, and you know, God's gonna bless that. So anyway, I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. I'm hugging all of your hearts so tight. I can't wait for our next video. And until then, remember, be kind to yourselves and be kind to one another. We'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye-bye.